Good morning, students. Welcome to online class, all of you. What is today's date? Yeah, it is 5th September. So today is Teachers' Day. I wish a happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers who are living in the world. So first of all, Teachers' Day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Garu. Students will pay tribute to teachers on this day especially, and students will respect the teachers all over the world. Due to lockdown, you are in the home. But remember, children, teachers are working for you by staying in the home and they are sharing knowledge with you. Okay. So today's our topic is verb and its kinds. Okay. Before going into our topic, first you have to know the definition of a verb. Already in parts of speech we discussed about this one. Verb means what? Nothing but it tells us what the subject has, does, did, has done, etc. Okay. Nothing but what the subject. Subject means nothing but we. Okay. What we have done, what the actions we have done. It may be in the past, it may be present, it may be in the future. That actions verb will say to us. Okay. So here are 5 examples I have written. You can see that 5 examples were: first one, I am a teacher. Second one, he is watching TV. Third one, they should attend the function. Fourth one, you will achieve the goal. Fifth one, we have been living here since 2002. Okay. So in the first example, if you see, first, second, third, fourth and 5 examples we see. In these sentences, there are two kinds of verbs were there. Except in the first sentence, remaining all sentences we can see two kinds of verbs. They are main verb and auxiliary verb. Okay. So what is main verb and what is auxiliary verb? First I will say. Main verb means nothing but the actions which we will do. The main actions which we will do, that all will get in the main verb. Okay. So here you see watch. In second sentence it is a main verb. Next one, in the third sentence, attend is a main verb. Okay. In the fourth sentence, achieve is a main verb. And fifth sentence, live is a main verb. Okay. Here they are the main actions which we are doing. Okay. So they will come under main verb. Okay. And next one is auxiliary verb. Okay. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs, as they will help the main verb to form a sentence to continue the action. That's why they are known as helping verbs. Okay. So auxiliary verbs in the first sentence is am. Okay. And in the second sentence it is. In the third sentence it is should. In the fourth sentence it is will. And in the fifth sentence it is have been. Okay. So these are the auxiliary verbs which will help the main verb to carry out the function. Okay. So auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verb. You can see here I have written the auxiliary verbs. What are the auxiliary verbs in the sentences and main verbs in the sentence. Okay. So you have to keep in this one in the mind. It is very important. Okay. Next one, main verbs means not only what I have written here, they are main verbs. Many main verbs. Whatever the action we are doing in the present life, day-to-day routine life, all will come under main verbs like go, give, take, talk, to, cook, sing, walk, dance, jump, eat. All will come under main verbs. Okay. Next one is auxiliary verbs. Here are few examples. Here you can see many examples of the auxiliary verbs. They are am, is, or, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, etc. This all will come under auxiliary verbs. Okay. So main verbs and auxiliary verbs in the sentences, they are very important. Not only in the sentence, when you are speaking. Okay. When you are speaking or communicating with your friends, teachers, these are very helpful. Okay. So next up, now I will say why we will use this, where we have to use this auxiliary verbs. Okay. So here I have written am is are used in present continuous tense. Okay. When we will in further class, when we learn about tenses, then it will be, you will get clear idea what are the different kinds of tenses. In that tenses, am is are used in present continuous tense. Okay. And was or were, they are used in past continuous tense. We will use was and were auxiliary verbs in past continuous tense. Have, has, they are used in both tenses. They are present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Okay. In present perfect and present perfect continuous tense, we will use have, has. Okay. Had we will use in past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. In both tenses, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense, we will use had. Okay, and shall, will, both we will use in future tense. Okay, shall and will helping verbs are both will be used in the future tense. Okay, so you have to remember this one carefully. Okay, so you can see here main verb, auxiliary verbs. What are the usage of auxiliary verbs, in which tense we will use, that you have to keep in the mind. Next we will see about the kinds of verbs. In kinds of verbs, transitive verb. Okay, transitive verbs means these are the verbs which have one or more objects in a sentence. Okay, in a sentence, when you have written one sentence, if the sentence is carrying an object, it may be one, mostly one object or one or two objects, that one will come under transitive verbs. Okay, example I have written, he clean, first one, he cleaned the room. Okay, second one, they play football. In the first one you see he cleaned the room, here he is subject. Okay, and room is object. Okay, subject means nothing but, it may be we. Okay, we, nothing but name will come and all the pronouns he, she, we, you, they will come under subjects. Okay, subject, he cleaned the room, and here room is the object. Okay, because the sentence is having object, it will come under transitive verb. Okay, and another one, they play football. Okay, they is subject here and football is object. Okay, so here it will become the transitive verb. Okay, next one is intransitive verbs. Okay, intransitive verbs means these are the verbs which have no object in a sentence. Okay, intransitive verbs are the verbs which are not having any object in a sentence. Okay, so first one, you see example 1, the door closed. Okay, here in the door closed, there is no object. Okay, so it is intransitive verb. So second one, the car stopped. Okay, stopped is a verb, so there is no object, that one will come under intransitive verb. Okay, next one we will see forms of verbs. Okay, these forms of verbs are very important. They are present, past, past participle and present. Another one is present participle. Okay, so if we see present form means nothing but, first I will say present form of verbs means whatever the action we are doing, present, it will come in present. Okay, past means what we have done, past participle means what we have done still back. Okay, it will come. Present participle means what we are doing now, what the action we are continuing now. You see, I am work, here work is present. Okay, work. Okay, worked is past. Okay, past participle of worked also is worked, which we have done still back. Okay, present participle of work will become working, work placing working, it will become. Okay, so these forms of verbs you have to keep in the mind. Okay, in tenses it is very useful. Okay, next one, in the kinds of verbs we will see strong verbs. Okay, strong verbs means when the verbs are changing from present to past form. Okay, when the verb, it will change from present to past form, then there we can see there is change in the vowels of words. Okay, I will show you one example, then you come to know. Draw, drew, drawn. Okay, here draw is one verb. In that we can see when we are changing that present form of draw into past form, then you can see here there is change in the vowel. A, here E. Okay, A converted as E, and here drawn, draw, drew, drawn. Okay, draw is present form, drew and drawn are nothing but past forms. Okay, another example, blow, blew, blown. Okay, so blow O, and here you can see change in the vowel E. Okay, blow, blew, blown. Another example, fight, fought, fought. I, change, you can see change of vowels, O, O. Okay, give, gave, given. Here also I changed as A. Okay, like that means there will be change in the vowels in the strong verbs. Okay, and we can see like these kinds of verbs we can see not mostly. Okay, somewhat less compared to weak verbs. That's why these verbs are known as irregular verbs. What do we call that one? Irregular verbs. Okay, next one is weak verbs. Okay, weak verbs means weak verbs are the verbs that when we are changing these verbs from present to past form, then we have to add d or ed at the end of the word. Okay, not there will be no change in the vowels. We can see we have to add d or ed at the end of the word. Okay, so these are known as weak verbs. Example, you see cook, cooked, cooked. Okay, in this you see here we are adding ed, here also we are adding ed. When we are changing from present to past, here we can see at the end of the word we are adding ed. Okay, another one example, here, heard, heard. Here we are adding d and d. Okay, Next one, walk, walked, walked. Ed, ed, you can see. Jump, jumped, jumped. Here also ed and ed, okay? Means here there will be no change in the vowels. We are adding ed at the end of the word. That's why they are known as strong, weak verbs, okay? And this one we can see mostly in our vocabulary. That's why these weak verbs are also known as regular verbs. Strong verbs are known as irregular verbs and weak verbs are known as regular verbs, okay? So I'll repeat the points again, just briefly. You can see verb means nothing but what the subject done, it will come under the verb. You can see types of the verb, their auxiliary verb and main verb, okay? And again, where we have to use the auxiliary verbs in which tenses, what is transitive verb, you should have idea what is intransitive verbs, okay? And what are strong verbs and what are weak verbs, all you have to keep in the mind, okay? So these are the important in this all. If you see these auxiliary verbs, where we have to use that one also important, and present, past, past participle, these verbs, change of verbs also important for you. So this one you have to keep in the mind and write the examples of few main verbs, auxiliary verbs and also transitive verbs, intransitive verbs in sentences you have to write, and you have to underline strong verbs and weak verbs examples, at least 20 you have to write. Then you will fix the concept what I have taught today in the class, okay? Thank you.